Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this March the 19th, 2024. I'm hoping everybody had a great Tuesday out there so far. Everybody has a great Tuesday evening. Hope everybody continue to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, tonight's video, we're going to be discussing your forecast for Wednesday and Thursday. Also, take a look at the weather radar across the nation. Also, we're going to look at the Watches Warning Advisory map. Also, the Storm Prediction Center outlook for your Wednesday and Thursday. And also, we're going to take a look at the 7-day rainfall totals across the nation as well. So, stick around to the entire video and do not miss a beat of this forecast. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button today. Make sure you do it before you leave this video. And also, like these videos, share these videos, and let's go ahead and get the show on the road here, folks. Alright, you can see here we got a big area of mixed precipitation up across much of Canada, also down in the portion of Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, down into Maine, through portion of New York, and also Pennsylvania, and also portion of West Virginia. More mixed precipitation over in portion of Illinois, through Iowa, through the Dakotas, also back into southwestern Canada, through Washington, Oregon State, Idaho, and also Montana and Wyoming. More mixed precipitation over in portion of Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, and a little bit in Southern California as well. Alright, we got some shower activity across southwestern areas of southwestern Canada through portion of western Oregon State, northwest California, the Pacific Ocean there as well. Thunderstorms and shower down in the Gulf of Mexico, stretching through northeast Mexico to Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas. A little bit of thunderstorms and shower down there toward the Bahamas. The Cuba and also the Florida Key, the east coast of Florida that is, and also shower activity off in the coastal waters of the Atlantic, stretching back toward New Jersey and Maryland area. And also we have some heavy snow possible up here in portion of Maine, New Hampshire, and also in the Vermont as well. Otherwise, dry high pressures in charge are pretty much the remainder of Canada through Minnesota, back toward Washington, portion of Washington, Oregon State, through California, Gulf of California, Gulf of Mexico, also into the Yucatan Peninsula, Jamaica, Cuba, portion of Cuba, the Bahamas, portion of Florida, the southeastern United States, stretching up toward Delaware and D.C., and also up toward Wisconsin region as well. All of this activity is for your Wednesday, March the 20th. Alright, you can see here, this is your Thursday forecast. As you can see, we got some heavy snow up here in portion of Maine, stretching back into New Hampshire and Vermont. Much southeastern and eastern Canada, get some snowfall there toward New Brunswick and also into Newfoundland and a little bit of the coastal waters. Got some heavy snow over here in portion of Wisconsin, back into Minnesota, back into the Dakotas. More mixed precipitation up here around the Great Lakes, northern Michigan, a little bit in portion of New York State. Also southern portion of Canada, all the way through Iowa, back over toward Montana, southwestern Canada, through Washington, Oregon State, through Idaho, back down toward Colorado, Utah, and also over toward Nebraska and Iowa as well. Alright, we got some rain showers over here in portions of southwestern Canada, stretching through areas of western Washington, Oregon State, northwestern California, and the Pacific Ocean. Alright, we got thunderstorms and shower down there from portion of Kansas to Texas, down to the Gulf of Mexico, to the Florida Key, northern Cuba, over toward the northwest Bahamas. Off the southeast coast, back into southern South Carolina, always stretching over toward Missouri and Kansas. Otherwise, dry high pressure in charge of much of Washington, Oregon State, down through portions of Gulf of California, much of Mexico, also into areas of the Yucatan Peninsula, Jamaica, Cuba, portion of the Bahamas, from central and northern South Carolina all the way up toward New York State, and also back over toward Ohio and portions of Nebraska and Kansas. All of this activity is for your Thursday, March 21st. Alright, you can see here we got some shower activity, some snow and mixed precipitation up here in portion of areas of northern Michigan and the southeast Canada, stretching into New York State, Pennsylvania, over toward Vermont, New Hampshire region, also in toward the Rhode Island area. You see this little system here starting to develop over here in portion of Colorado, to portion of Utah, and also Arizona and New Mexico. This will play a factor in the area of weather over here in the south and southeastern United States, as this system here catches up with this little system here developing in the Gulf of Mexico, and it's going to bring a lot of precipitation across the southeastern United States coming up for Friday and Saturday. Maybe a little bit into Sunday as well. I will will continue to. Okay, as you can see, through West Virginia, through North Carolina, down into Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, over to Indiana, Michigan, Illinois, also Iowa as well, and also portions of Minnesota and North Dakota. We have some avalanche warnings up here in portions of the area of northwestern Montana, northern red flag warnings over Virginia. We have frost advisories down there in portions of Georgia and also in Alabama, portions of Mississippi. We still got the gale warning and also small craft advisory from Maine all the way down to New York State. Same from up here from Virginia down to the Grand Strand region of South Carolina. Same over here from portions of the east coast of Florida to the Florida Keys, and then again over here in portions of California and also Oregon State. We still got the river flood warning down in portions of Kentucky, Mississippi, and also into Louisiana, and also a little bit in Arkansas. Would not be surprised to see a few area rivers up in portions of the Northeast as well. Alright, the Hawaiian Chain Islands, central north looks good. South side, some gale warnings and small craft advisories. Around the Alaska area, small craft advisories, storm warnings, and gale. I can't talk this afternoon. Gale warnings, storm warnings, and also some small craft advisories around the Alaska area with some winter weather advisories and a blizzard warning to the west. Alright, Storm Prediction Center time. As you can see here, general thunderstorms up here around Pendleton, Oregon, back toward Boise, Idaho, back toward Montana region. Also over toward Durango, Colorado, toward Flagstaff, just northwest of Phoenix. Santa Fe, and also Albuquerque, New Mexico, over toward Midland, Texas, over toward Waco, toward Dallas, all the way up toward Tuscaloosa, Oklahoma, and Wichita, Kansas. General thunderstorm in the marginal risk area. This includes Woodward, also over toward Amarillo, Texas, and then again down here toward San Antonio and Austin and Houston area for a marginal risk. Let's take a look at the tornado probability. In these areas, less than 2% all areas. Damaging winds pretty much over the Amarillo area up towards Woodward area of Oklahoma. Large hail. This includes Woodward back to Amarillo, down toward Lubbock. Also in San Antonio over toward Houston and also Austin. You can have some large hail as well in your vicinity for your Tuesday. Alright, now let's Wednesday. This is your Thursday forecast coming up now. Get about that. But let's take a look at the next graphic. This is day 3, which will be your Thursday. Alright, you can see we got general thunderstorm from New Orleans all the way back up to Oklahoma City, Amarillo, Texas, to Lubbock, and also over to Abilene. Same up here toward Jackson, portions of Wyoming, Salt Lake City, Utah, also to Ely area of Nevada, also Cedar City area, and also to Grand Junction. Alright, we have a marginal risk down toward Houston, toward San Antonio, Corpus Christi, Waco, and Austin area for severe weather. The probability will be 5%. I would not be surprised to see maybe a slight risk added here as well, maybe towards portion of Houston and maybe area, maybe up toward Austin. Would not be surprised maybe see a little small area, slight risk added to that forecast cycle. Something, but otherwise right now I'm going to go with a marginal risk, but I would not be surprised to see that occur. Alright, now here's the 7-day rainfall totals over the next 7 days. The heaviest precipitation, it looks like it's going to be in the Atlantic Ocean, straight into the Gulf of Mexico, same through Louisiana, all the way back up to Michigan, and also over towards Wisconsin, and also into Illinois, Iowa region as well, and also portions of Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, South Carolina, North Carolina, and up toward the eastern coast of the United States, or toward Connecticut, toward the D.C. region as well. Alright, lighter amounts of precipitation over here in the portion of the Four Corners, also northwestern U.S., but the heavier pockets of precipitation from Washington State, northwest California, Same in portions of Colorado, Utah, back up toward Montana, Idaho, and also into Wyoming as well, and a little bit across southeastern Canada, and up toward New Brunswick, and also over toward Newfoundland, and also eastern Canada as well. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Everybody continue to stay safe and well. Also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got. Like these videos, share these videos, consider subscribing if you have not. We'll catch you back in the next video. But make sure you subscribe if you have not. We'll catch you back in the next video. So have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday evening, folks. Take